The Ziidi Trader is finally here, and you can invest in shares with ease on your phone via Mpesa app. But before you do that, this is everything that you need to know about this particular platform, from what it is, how it works, how to buy or sell your shares, the advantages and disadvantages of all these alike, and I will leave timestamps to help you jump to the section that you want to understand. Let us see if this is worth it or not, and if brokers should be worried by the way. Don't forget to subscribe, because I'll be posting follow-up videos as we go on to keep you updated on this particular trader and other platforms as well out here. So let's start at the beginning. What is this Ziidi Trader? In simple terms, it is a platform brought to us by Safaricom's Mpesa app to help you buy or sell shares in the Nairobi Securities Exchange, or the NSE. There was a time by there when buying or selling shares was a lot of work. You had to find a physical broker, go through physical paperwork, and depend on the broker's recommendations on which stock to buy or sell before you succeeded in trading on the NSE. But then now here we are, and in this age where you might not even know who your broker is when you're trading. Yes, I said that, and that's exactly what we are getting with this new development. Traditionally, or typically, you need the NSE with its listed companies. Then you also need a CDS account to hold those shares that you're going to purchase. Then you're going to need a broker who will open you a trading account before you get into shares. But then, vindu vichenjanga, my friend, technology seems to be full of surprises. And the next few weeks are about to bring a shift that our old people will be so shocked if they wake up to this news, that you can actually trade or invest in shares in Kenya without a CDS account and without a broker trading account directly. So how does it work? Let's get into it. The rules did not change. Don't forget that technology made things super seamless, but the game is still the same. To illustrate that, then we have to lay out the normal way things work. So there is the NSE, then there's the broker, then the client. And this is still the case here, except that the client is not you. Because the client has to come with a CDS account for them to be able to trade. So there is a CDS account, but it is owned by and run by Safaricom Mpesa. And then Safaricom comes with a bus, quite literally, with space available for people, you and me now, to use it as they are in between to the market. They actually call it an omnibus. Let me try a different approach. Brian, or Manifestations, goes and opens a CDS account, then opens a trading account with the broker, and then comes to you to tell you, okay guys, now you can trust me, since you already are my clients, you start using my CDS and my broker to get into shares. You will not own the shares, don't worry, directly, because you don't have a CDS account, or even if you have one, you won't need to use it, because I will own the shares on your behalf, but assign everyone their portion through my platform now, a Manifestations platform, where you can sell if you are profitable or need to get in and out, and I will trade it on your behalf. All you need to do is to make a request through this platform that I've created. Even when dividends are paid, I will still give you your share as well. Are we together? We will look at the pros and cons baadaye to understand it kidogo in the inside. So starting the journey begins by going to your phone and opening the Mpesa app. Assuming you already have it installed, log in and go to Financial Services, where in the list you will see Ziidi Trader listed. Ishaiko hapo number 1 already. Select it and you will be required to use your PIN again. When it is your first time, you will be required to opt in which basically means you need to accept to be onboarded as a Ziidi Trader client. But remember, there are terms and conditions that you should read and accept. But you see, sisi ni Kenyans who are tusomangi terms and conditions. Because enyewe usome usisome, the only way to get in is by accepting them anyway. So there is no room for negotiation of terms. Anyway, you don't need to provide any info or fill forms or wait to be approved by the broker. I don't know, CDSC, which at times is very annoying out here with many brokers, and so many of you can attest. You automatically join the omnibus bila 21 questions. I guess this also comes as a relief to those Kenyans who don't remember their KRA PIN numbers or don't have their KYC, CG ID, CG Nini at hand where you are right now. Oh, and by the way, this is still the same experience in the other Ziidi product, I mean the money market fund. It's also an omnibus kind of jam, and that's why we don't have that thing, withholding tax charge on the returns, as it has already been dealt with through mwenye bus, yani the owner of the bus. So once you are in, you get welcomed with a pretty user interface. Yeah, I like how they did it, by the way, and it was made simple in terms of understanding the companies, because they are not indicated by their trading names, yes, but by their entire name. As you can see, trading name equal, and even company logo plus the current price. You also have, by the way, a place to see the value of your investment, where to see your trades and any other pending ones, and generally the experience is easy for anyone to maneuver with so much ease. And now, how do you buy and sell? I decided to do that practically to show you how it goes from beginning to the end, because that is what we're here to learn about. And let me show you here. So you need to have opted in and have the money you want to invest in your Mpesa already. And then get into your trader, and down here, click or select the trade tab, which will bring you to the list of shares or securities that you want to purchase. You can scroll, by the way, through this list to see the entire list, or look for the company that you want to purchase directly from. So you can even search. You can appear search option if you can't see or find the name of the company that you are looking for by scrolling, because most of the time it is hidden in plain sight. Is it things, yes? So now, for the sake of our example today, I went to NBV, or Nairobi Business Ventures, and selected it, which brings you here. If you can see down here, we have buy and sell buttons. And since I'm buying, kama ungekuwa una sell, unafinya sell. Kama una buy, unafinya buy. I selected buy, which brings you to this form here. So you choose the number of shares that you want to buy, and this depends on the money that you have available to invest. Simply saying, if a company share is 20 bob and you want to invest 200,000 bob, for example, then that's about 10,000 shares. Like basically the money I have, you just divide it by the share price. But remember to make room for some fees, as you will see shortly. Kuna transaction charges kidogo. So I chose to buy 100 shares of NBV. You can type your price, but it's better to be around the market price. Otherwise, you might wait for someone to sell to you for a long time and not see them because you offered a bad buying price. In Isoko. The easier way, which I took, was selecting this option upper called use best price, and it will go with the market's best price at that particular point. So you go with the option you feel suits you particularly. You will automatically see the total cost of the shares down here, and further down you will see the trade summary, which is the cost plus charges added to your trade already, because kuna charges na kuna some few costs here and there. I decided to expand them, yes, so that I also show you and you know the breakdown of the charges. What are they charging me for? And you will see them listed here, very transparent. If you agree with the price, then click on buy shares. It will then move to the option you choose where the funds will come from, and looks like at the moment we have both Mpesa and Ziidi options. I think it should be Ziidi Money Market Fund or the Ziidi Sharia, although the Ziidi option is still labeled coming soon. So Mpesa is the only option that you have currently. By the way, as you can see, the charges are not that much. They are kidogo, but I will be doing a comparison between this one and the other platforms to see nigani yenye the deal is better. So make sure you're following for that as well. The process is very seamless, and once you press proceed, it brings you to where you will confirm your order before you press buy shares. That's simple. You will see this confirmation shortly thereafter, and notice inakwambia to wait for an SMS confirmation. I got a message from Ziidi saying I had gotten a partial purchase of 54 shares out of the 100 I requested. Remember, this is a market. One trader who had 54, in my case, sold them to me, or rather released them to me, and I had to wait for the other 46 to be sold to me as well. So sometimes the entire purchase can happen in one bunch, but then at times you might get them from different sellers, which will be coming in batches. What you haven't received remains on the pending trades here in Napa. While working on the video like an hour or so later, the final batch for me was sold to me, and I got a confirmation that my trades were fully done. Now I have my 100 shares of NBV in my portfolio, and you can see this is what I tell you about shares. I just bought them now, but I'm already in a loss. Can you see? And you can see it over here, already lost 2.7% in my case. But that is what we call paper loss. Unless I decide to sell them right away, paper loss simply means that you can see a loss on your portfolio, but then it hasn't actualized because you have not sold or withdrawn your money yet. One more important thing is that the market is usually open from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Weekdays only, please. Na hiyo ni Kenyan time, so the rest of the time it will be closed, so you cannot be able to trade. And yes, you can do this from anywhere in the world as long as you are doing it within the right time. Sawa sawa. So what are some of the advantages and disadvantages of this platform? Let us start with the good news or bad news. Okay, let's start with the advantages. And the first thing that I want to point out is that it is very, very easy to start, as you've already seen. That one beats every other competitor hands down, like hands down, because of this particular fact that you don't need paperwork, you don't need forms, you don't need to wait for approval. You just opt in, and a few minutes in, you're already trading shares. The other good thing about this platform is that you do not incur any transaction charges to deposit money or withdraw money, like the cases from Mpesa to whichever platform that you will be trading from. And this one saves you some money at the end of the day. The other good thing is that you do not need an extra app. Yes, you don't have to install anything else on your phone. And then they also came up with a good or better interface compared to other options out here, but not necessarily the best, but it still stands out. Yes, I love it. I just love it. One more thing that is a very big necessity at this time and age is convenience, and this platform gives you that. Convenience is what they have as one of their biggest strengths. Hiyo now ni ukweli. And when we move to disadvantages now, bad news side, here is where the rubber meets the road. You actually do not own those shares directly. You don't own them, yes? And you cannot synchronize this with the rest of your shares, like your other portfolio in your CDS account. So even if you have been accumulating, let's say KenGen or KPLC shares, and you wish to continue buying them on this Ziidi platform, my friend, you will technically not be buying more of the same. Easy zako. This means that if tomorrow you wish to move to a different broker, you will not move with these shares. You are bound to Mpesa, for better, for worse, quite literally. You can't move because the shares are not in your own CDS account. So I'm not sure if I want to have 1 million shares of a particular company in such an arrangement, yeah, you see zangu directly, where I depend on a third party entirely, like wow, do I survive, ni survive. The other thing that I find as a problem is client service. My goodness, I don't know what needs to be done, but I think Safaricom needs to revisit its client service strategy kabisa, because they will be using the same client service or same call center yenye tunajua hii moja. This one as it is can become a nightmare, especially when you are stuck and need assistance, like ile chap. I hope that somewhere in the future they will have a different call center for different branches of their businesses. I hope so. Then finally, the business model here is entirely based on trust. Like, since my shares are held in their CDS account and not on my own CDS account, and like when it is out here, my shares are in my own CDS account, the one that I own and keep, and can move to whichever broker and start trading. But then this is our brand again. We have learned to love it and trust it with our billions and billions. So as much as these products have been licensed by the Capital Markets Authority, I hope that we keep the utmost good faith. And in my disclaimer today, please be aware that shares are not for everyone. And I will underline this. Shares are volatile. They are high risk. They have seasons when they are returning good, and they also have seasons when they might be making losses. Shares are suitable for long-term investment. Long-term, like 4 to 7, like to 10 years. And they are not a get-rich-quick scheme. If you are looking to double or multiply your money in the shortest time possible, then this one, forget about it. It's not for you. You need patience. As I already showed you, I bought some shares today and I've already made losses today. So I have to be patient to wait for the markets to turn in my favor. You understand? And for those who ask which one is the best company to buy right now and hoping that you will get the golden recommendation, the truth is that you can only analyze or choose a company, but no one can actually tell you exactly what is going to happen with that given company. Yes, because if we knew exactly which company is going to explode and make us super rich, then everyone will already be a millionaire or a billionaire. Yeah, by now unajua this is the one that I should buy, alafu you get in and make billions. So whenever we tell you, I told you to invest in this company and the outcome is amazing, like 5 times, 10 times what you invested, we will scream from the top of our voices that you should even join our WhatsApp groups, or rather like our Ziidi communities, and pay us for more recommendations, golden tips. But then if things go the other way around, huanga tunanyamaza, we keep quiet and let it slide softly. Yes, so look around, choose a company that you love or has been returning dividends or doing good or growing, and invest in it for the long term and not for a quick kill. And this does not mean that things might not surprise you and work in your favor in a very short while and you become a multimillionaire, but then I will be teaching you to gamble, and that is not the case right here. Nikwambie wekelea I&M kichwa, hii ingine hapa ikai poa. Take your time, my friend, and learn more about shares, and I promise with time you will start noticing what makes a good company, or like what makes it promising to invest with this particular company, and you will start noticing trends as well, and not just following the crowd blindly. And now, last but not least, should you use this Ziidi platform? Because I know someone wants to know what I think exactly. Is it like a good idea? Should we try it? Man, one thing that you can't do is fighting technology or change. So if you're a beginner, I think it's okay. If you're not investing heavily, I think it is okay as well. And if you want to use it to learn how shares work, it is okay. But then when the time is right, I recommend that you go get your own CDS account. Yes, and get to own your own shares of companies directly. It is okay to have this as part of your diversification plan. That is totally okay. Watch out for more videos on buying shares and selling on this platform together with other investment opportunities as well. But please be very careful. Be very cautious and be wise when making investment decisions. Thank you so much for watching. May God favor you. May God give you grace. And I can't wait to see you in the next video.